Well, good evening, good people and Eagle fans. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. Oh my goodness. The first day is in the books. The first day is in the books. And I stink. I'm telling you, I can't even stand the way I smell myself. But I had to come through before I went in and took a shower and talk about George Pickens. George Pickens, everybody's waiting for the shoe to drop that George Pickens is going to be a nightmare for the Cowboys. All the talking heads have been out there telling us, how bad George Pickens is going to be, that if Mike Tomlin gets rid of you, you must be really, really bad. And, that this is going to be Antonio Brown. And people aren't even looking at this as one of the top trades, top tens, not even top trade or off-season moves. This could end up being as big as Saquon Barkley going to the Eagles. You've got two legitimate number one wide receivers in their prime. Dak ain't had that stuff before. Dak, you had CeeDee Lamb basically as a rookie and Amari kind of checking out, sometimes, which was good. But I don't think that we have what we got right now. And, when I saw them doing motion, getting CeeDee Lamb in motion, and you're flooding the zone with George Pickens and CD, oh, my God, man, it's going to be a nightmare for other teams. And we've got George Pickens, and I wanted to get this interview with him. It's about 7 minutes. But George Pickens saying, I've got to be great. And I'm loving what I'm seeing thus far from George Pickens. I've got no complaints about what I've seen from my players thus far or my coach. The only problem I have is my front office. And for all those out there that want to blame the players and Dak and Romo and all that stuff, what you have to look at is the constant variable that we've had. From the time that Jerry fired Jimmy Johnson, this team has been going downhill and has gotten nowhere close to what we used to be. You can look at all the players that have come through. You can't say that it's all of those players. We've had some great ones, but we just don't have that guy that has the drive to really go all in. That you hear him penny pinching and worrying about paying people. Do you ever hear Lurie or the Eagles worried about paying somebody? And their team that's got $76 million in dead money right now. $76 million in dead money. They've kicked off money to 2029 to the tune of $294 million. And they don't have the money that the Cowboys have. It's Jerry Jones who enjoys going to work with his family and enjoys the drama. But let's go to George Pickens, that maybe will win in spite of Jerry.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. What's up? First day of practice out here in sunny Southern California. Your thoughts on
Chilly.
this first day?
I think it was a great day. Honestly, just guys working. Like you said, first day. So us getting our legs back under us. It's a great day of work.
We talk a lot about you and CD and Dak and this offense. What do you think this offense could be?
I think it could be great. Kind of like I said, today is first day, but as long as we keep working and the camaraderie, I feel like there's no choice but to be great. Yeah.
DLLS Cowboys. Can you talk about your seemingly fast relationship with Dak and CD? Dak talked about you guys bonded on the trip and how you're intentional about knowing his background. Just talk about that relationship.
Just kind of the same personality. As we play ball, we all kind of under the same umbrella. So just going when we kind of worked out over the off season, getting to know the guys, I kind of connected with them a lot, and more than just Dak and CD, a lot of the receivers and a lot of the tight ends as well.
You made a point to quote unquote put your best foot forward. I mean, Dak said whatever we see, whatever they Pittsburgh, I don't delete all that because I like what we got here.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's kind of a breath of fresh air. Like he said, out here practicing in Cali, it's way different. It's for sure. And then the guys, the camaraderie here is a little different as well.
John?
John Machot with The Athletic. Where do you think the on-field rapport with Dak is between you two right now? And how long do you think it'll take to get to where you want it to be?
I think it's great. I feel like I said, first day, so everybody's just getting used to a defense as well. But I feel like me, him, and CD and Jalen Tolbert could have a great rapport just as long as we keep working. Yeah.
Like how he pointed out, Jalen Tolbert.
Eventually, you'll take the field, and looking across from you, you will see Trayvon Diggs. Can you just talk about the dynamic of iron sharpens iron and what that'll do for both of you guys as the season goes on?
Oh, great. That'd be great whenever Trey gets healthy, which is what I'm pushing for now, just hoping he gets healthy and then comes back. But that'd be great. Like you said, iron sharpens iron.
Joe Hoyt, Dallas Morning News. Schottenheimer kind of indicated that CeeDee Lamb has kind of gone out of his way also to make you feel welcome and to kind of build something with you guys. How has he gone out of his way to kind of build that connection with you and make you feel welcome?
I feel like, CeeDee's always kind of been that type of guy. You just got to get to know people. So I wouldn't really say, like, going out of his way. Kind of Dak, too, you know what I mean? Just kind of knowing the guys. When you know them personally, then the connection changes.
What was your favorite moment from the retreat with Dak Prescott's annual retreat?
I'll probably say on the boat, that's, connecting with the guys is the best thing. And I feel like for me, a lot of other guys, we did ski shooting, we did a lot of stuff, but the boat for me was amazing.
Did you expand on the boat? What was great about the boat?
Jet skis and boat, just hang with the guys. Nothing too crazy, but besides football. By myself, yeah, but not with the guys.
Sam.
He sure looks happy to me, y'all.
Describe Brian Schottenheimer and just the energy that he's brought and just what his vibe has been like for you.
It's been great. He's probably one of the best coaches I've ever had around. Definitely, besides like Kirby Smart and a lot of other legend coaches that I played for. But his energy, like you said, his energy is like one of one, and you can't really. That's got to be in somebody. You can't really make that.
Like, sports-related activities and just different things that he's done with
Yeah.
you guys. Has that stood out to you as something that's been a little bit different from your experience?
Literally, yeah. He's competitive. Like I said, that has to be like in you because he's a coach. He's not playing. So he's just as competitive as we are. So, yeah, he's a great guy.
John.
George, you mentioned that you guys connected kind of on the trips and throughout your time here. But what exactly did you connect over? Was it was there anything specific that you remember that kind of bonded y'all a little bit?
Not really, because it's my first year here, so I'm still kind of getting the minutia of, hey, how you doing and stuff like that. But like I just said, like outside of football, that's pretty much what it was. And anytime we get stuff like outside of football, it's great to connect with guys, going to dinner, stuff like that. So yeah.
Mike.
Michael Coleman, KLTV East Texas. Two-parter here. How do you see what your responsibility is with this offense?
Yeah.
And when you think about that, what is your responsibility overall?
Me personally, making plays. I'm pretty sure as
Making
far as the
plays.
Dallas Cowboys, they want me
That's
to make
what we want.
plays as well. So
That's what we
right
want.
now, that's my responsibility. And everybody else has a different responsibility. For me right now, is just making plays.
How much did you feel like you needed a fresh start? Because a lot of people didn't really know you until you got
Yeah.
there.
I think I needed a fresh start just in terms of, like you said, people not knowing me. I think that's the whole thing about it. Like, if you don't know somebody, kind of like what I was just telling him, like, if you get to know CD, then he's not really going out of his way. He's always been this way. You see what I mean? But you guys, you never really met him. So I definitely think it's a refreshing for me, yeah.
Persona, you're a feisty guy, and people might take that and say that's who you are. Was that kind of...
Yeah, that's kind of crazy because it's talking about like football clips. It's nothing personal. And it's kind of crazy that people don't realize that, and they're like 35, 45, and they still don't realize it. But like I said, once you get to actually know someone, like if I actually knew you guys personally, I bet it'll be a little different than your job.
You got like a split personality, on-field, off-field, do you think?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to go on the field and try to be a princess or anything. I'm definitely going to try to play football. You see what I mean?
Little yachts.
So, yeah, and then off the field, I'm definitely a different person. I can't be a football player all the time.
Go. When did you feel that fresh start really feel like it hit you?
I'd probably say when I got to Dallas, my first day in Dallas when I met everybody, that was probably when I really knew it was a fresh start. Honestly, yeah.
What really sparked that?
Jerry, honestly, when I met Jerry, the type of person he was, that's what really changed me. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, you have to get to know someone. You have your own thoughts or whatever you want to think, but if you don't know him, you can't really run with those thoughts. So when I met Jerry and he was a great person, that really changed everything for me, yeah.
Clarence?
You talk about a lot of people typecast you as a contested catch guy, down the field guy. You talk about your route tree and everything you can do. Are you excited to expand that and do more than just be a deep ball guy?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to run better plays for sure, yeah.
Sam?
Do you feel like you and CD can be one of the top wide receiver duos in the NFL?
Oh, yeah, for
Yes.
sure. Why? Just different type of styles of play. Like a lot of people over the years got different type of styles of play, but CD's a certain type of guy, then I'm a certain type of guy. So when you mesh that together, it's like Mario Bros. You see what I mean? So like we definitely could do something special.
There you go. I love it. I love it. Thoughts on him? Smile, happy as can be. Happy to be back to work. Seeming like as soon as he got to Dallas, he's basically saying, "Yeah, everything turned around." You know, maybe the problems he had in Pittsburgh were just seeing the place not going anywhere and wanting to do better than what he did. Now, I can't guarantee that he's going to do better with the Dallas Cowboys, but he's got a great opportunity now. I don't know if Jerry Jones will pay him if he has a monster season or not, because Jerry talking about not paying anybody. So we'll have to wait and see how all that goes. All righty, good people. It is now no longer the off season, and I couldn't be happier. Dan Saleo is getting excited. Usually he doesn't text me until Wednesday morning to say, "Hey, can you come on?" Man, he hit me up this afternoon. "Hey, lots of Cowboys news. Can you come on?" Yeah, Dan, I'll be on at 4:30.